Hello and welcome to Mike's Garage. Maybe welcome to Mike's Garage floor. I'm down here low to show this primary drive. Now I've gotten a couple of requests here lately, and what people are asking about is how to line up the primary chain. In one episode we showed how to install the primary housing, but we didn't show how to install the primary drive. I apologize for that. But the reason is, this is not a standard primary drive. So it's kind of hard to align it out of the Harley Davidson service manual. This is a Rivera Pro clutch, and this is a Fisher, genuine Fisher damper. And this is an M6 automatic chain tensioner. So with that in mind, we just have to remember that the rules are still the same. The chain needs to be in alignment. Now, to get the chain in alignment, what we need to do is shim this unit, which is the drive sprocket, in and out so that the chain is in proper alignment with the clutch basket. In a perfect world, anytime a chain is aligned, there is space between the chain plates, the outer plates, and the sprocket teeth. In other words, the teeth need to be aligned. Let's see, is that too bright? Yeah, it's too bright. Let's try the dimmer setting. There we go. The chain needs to be aligned evenly between these plates. So basically, when you look at a sprocket with a chain on it, you're seeing daylight between the chain, the outer chain plates, and the teeth of the sprocket on both sides. If you've got that all the way through, then the chain is properly aligned. Now we can see that on the motor sprocket here. I hope. Get the cameraman to get in there and try to get that. It's kind of hard, but you get your face in there with a flashlight and you check it out. Same thing back here on the chain, on the clutch basket teeth, so that the teeth of the sprocket are aligned in the center of that chain. That's what you're going for. And the way to arrive at it is this one is fixed, you can't move it in and out, and the front one is not, you can move it in and out. And you can go to any good motorcycle shop and get a package of belt spacer washers, which is what these are. They come in various thicknesses, and you just buy a whole package till you get that thing spaced right. The next question I was asked was on the M6 tensioner. Now, the M6 chain tensioner comes with shims, and when you install it, it's the same thing. It needs to be centered, which it is. And the tension is set right here with this space. Now, I believe it calls for 9/16 to 5/8 of an inch standard. We're not using a compensating sprocket here. We're using this vibration damper. There isn't as much give in that sprocket. So what you do is, we found the best way to do it, was to limit it down to about 1/2 an inch. The other thing is that on these earlier models, in other words, the early from 65, when they came out with the aluminum primary housings, from 65 up into the late, well, I guess right into the 80s, the floor of this housing is angled. Being that it's angled, you need to level this piece down here. So with the shims that are provided in the kit, you can bend the ears and make a perfectly flat floor for the spring to rest against. You can grind this outer plate so that it works perfectly too, so that the whole thing sits level. So that's my talk on M6 tensioners, which I'm very fond of, and that's my talk on how to get your chain in perfect alignment. I'm sure I'm going to get questions about this item here I bought out of a catalog years ago, and it shows you your timing in degrees. We'll get into that later. But for now, I think we've answered the questions on the primary drive. And I think that's it for now. So next time we'll do something different. Until then, see you out on the road.